I see you. Thank you for joining me. And now, let's get into it. So, today we're talking about elite gym preparation with the electric diet. This is my own creation. So, I recently did a deep dive on electrolytes, and there's 9 electrolytes. We're going to go over 5 key concepts which will help you understand the 24-hour gym preparation. So, the first step is going to be sleep, understanding REM and CNS. So, REM sleep is rapid eye movement sleep. This is where you're getting the most regenerative properties of sleep. It's very deep sleep, like the deepest part of sleep. So, it's like where you're very unconscious. If you ever just fell asleep and it feels like you woke up 10 minutes later, that was like a good deep sleep. That's what you're going for primarily. With you want to regenerate your CNS, which is your central nervous system. So your body's electrical, and you fatigue your electrolytes, and you fatigue your glucose levels, and you fatigue your neural system. Just needs time to reboot every night. That's why we go to sleep as human beings. So understanding your central nervous system. So you need quality sleep. The second concept will be hydration. Most people believe that you just need to drink lots of water, which is H2O. H2O is hydrogen and oxygen. This is not electric though. This is just water. Water is the carrier. Water connects all things. But water is not electric by itself. It needs those micronutrients, which we'll get into, which are called electrolytes. And the primary one that needs to be addressed is a potassium deficiency, which 95% of people have. So I will show a diagram of the 9 electrolytes right now for 10 seconds. Screenshot this. I have the recommended daily allotments listed above them, and you can try and get those. I also have the primary foods associated with each electrolyte micronutrient. So you need to implement those foods into your daily diet in order to be on the electric diet. And the 3 primary foods that you should incorporate into your daily diet would be coconut water. 16 ounces carries approximately 1,000 milligrams of potassium. And as you can see, the recommended daily allotment would be 3 grams, which is 3,000 milligrams. And avocados have about 700 per cup, 700 milligrams. And a cup of spinach has approximately 850 milligrams. So these are my 3 primary foods that you must add to your diet in order for it to become electric. And obviously, well, not obviously, but you should know that potassium and sodium should always be in balance, and you require about 3 grams of each daily. So the next concept is going to be the preload. So preload is our bodies run on glucose primarily, most efficiently when we're doing athletic movements. And so before you go to the gym, it is important that you fuel yourself. And we call this is commonly known as a preload. So what you want to do is consume organic macronutrients rather, and these would be glucose forms. So there's various ways to do this. My favorite preload is 1 cup of oat groats with half a cup of milk and about a half a cup of fruit. You mix it all together. It's like homemade cereal. My favorite preload. Gives you tons of fuel for the gym. But if you just eat that amount of sugar without exercising, it'll probably pack on some fat. Number 4 is going to be heat. My favorite thing to do, well, before you go to the gym, is going to be to take a hot shower. A hot shower is going to allow that fascia. MFR is myofascial release. Fascia is the connective tissue that makes us rigid, and we need to loosen that up before we go to the gym. So the hot shower does several things. A hot shower allows the fascia to loosen up. It also improves blood flow, which is going to get everything circulating. And this is why we shower and warm up. Anyone over 30 knows they need to warm up, and the shower is a perfect addition to the Elite Gym Prep. And number 5 is going to be my personal pre-workout that I made up from base ingredients. So I typically go with a whole product. I forget the name of the brand. I'll list it when I list the shot. But my main ingredients are about a teaspoon of creatine, a teaspoon of citrulline malate, a pinch of beta-alanine, and a teaspoon of sodium bicarbonate, and a tablespoon of sodium bicarbonate, which is baking soda, and a tablespoon of potassium citrate, which is basically potassium. Gives you about 1.5 grams, something like that, and then a quarter cup of H2O. I call it the pre-workout shot, and this is very important because you don't want to be sipping this thing. Trust me, you definitely want to get it down like some whiskey and get it washed down. You might need a chaser too, if you know what I mean, because it tastes like straight sodium and potassium, which is like salty nastiness. So yeah, you definitely want to knock that back, and that will lead us straight into our 24-hour gym prep. So what we're gonna do, assuming we have a 6 p.m. workout, we're going to do first hydration. So first hydration, I have my favorite hydration drinks, which will be a separate video, but it will be coming very soon. And I have 3 of my very delicious electrolyte dense drinks that I like to make. And so we do first hydration 24 hours. So if you have a 6 p.m. workout the following day, then you should begin hydrating at 6 p.m. the day prior. For dinner, you want to have a macro and micro rich dinner. As I listed in the list of the electrolyte dense foods, if you screenshotted that, it shows you a list of foods that you should add to your daily macro consumption. So this would be like poultry, red meats, chocolate, and like I said, oat groats, which would be whole grains. Those are going to carry a lot of the metals and a lot of the other electrolytes that you need. So we got first hydration at 6 p.m. Dinner is around sometime after that, 7 to 8 usually. Bam, sleep. We want to get REM with CNS recovery. Bam, first thing in the morning, we want to do what I call the 4-liter wake. So you're supposed to consume 4 liters of H2O daily. Athletes may consume more. I honestly, I've never, since most people don't consume 4 liters a day, 1 gallon of water is the recommended daily allotment. So 4 liters, which is roughly a gallon. We want to wake up, and this is something I learned in the military, hydrate. Get those first 2 cups of water down first thing in the morning. You have your breakfast if you choose to have breakfast, but you're going to want to cover those macros. Macros would be your proteins, your carbohydrates. Obviously, this is the main. Your meals are going to be mainly protein consumption. I do timing carbs, which is my preload. So the rest of the day, I'm rebuilding with protein. I fuel before my workouts, and the rest of the day, I basically consume fruits. So that's my diet, and it's very electric. Anyways, like I said, breakfast will be macro rich. You want to consume your electrolyte foods, making sure you're getting them all, and then covering your micronutrient needs, which is vitamins and minerals. That's a separate video as well. And continue to hydrate after breakfast. Maybe have another hydration drink, but definitely keep drinking water. And then we go straight into the preload, which would be your carbohydrate lunch, or lunch like pre-workout meal. And then we'll take the hot shower, heat up, and then we'll take our pre-workout and head out. So that concludes my Elite Gym Prep. electric diet introduction, 24-hour gym prep. If you guys have any questions or anything to add, please let me know. And like I said, I will be adding the electrolyte drinks, my 3 favorite electrolyte drinks. And yeah.